pretty funny.
And there we go. Now we're live.
We're live.
We made it.
Ladies and
Welcome
gentlemen.
to the show.
Did it.
Hello,
What's
hello.
up?
Hi,
Well, I
everyone.
mean, first, now that we're here, I feel like we're gonna just put this up for the sake of it,
Cool.
because I can do that.
Ooh,
Okay, nice.
nice.
So we're obviously waiting on a member, Timbo.
Yep.
Is this song playing right now?
No, just a video. Look
Alright.
at the. I never noticed until watching these again how nasty the bottom of that shoe is when it falls. Like it's
Oh,
a
no.
worn out fucking van. It is destroyed.
That's my shoe.
I won't be able to
Yeah.
read comments.
Oh,
That's right. I got you.
too bad.
Who's out here? Hello.
Like I have fucking 4 monitors going right now, like figuring all of this shit out. I feel like I'm in Times Square, but I'm in my office.
Which is your bedroom.
No, I moved out. Moved it to the next room.
Nice.
We got
That's-
Jibs is in here. Mr. Wade is in here.
Hello.
Pedro's
hello.
in here. We doing all right. It's a good start.
Hey.
Sweet.
I'm like, yeah. Do we want to wait on Timbo? Oh, from Brazil.
From
What up,
Brazil.
Yeah, Pedro from
up?
Brazil.
So, thanks everyone for coming. We hope you've enjoyed the album so far.
Been, a nice couple of weeks here since it's been out. 3 at this point.
3 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Damn.
You guys remember how exhausted you were, like, getting ready for it? And now that it's, like, come and gone, I think there's just, like, I don't know. I feel like I lost weight just now that I don't have to, like, sit and spend every waking minute of, like, okay, we got to make sure everything's ready. Got to make sure the release goes well. Got to make, like, it's nice. It's out.
Yep.
Yeah.
It feels good, man.
This is the first time any of us have actually, like, seen each other since our show 2 weeks ago, too. Like,
Yeah, we just had a cold break. We've had a nice chill.
Well, no, I've seen Luke because we're best friends and we see each other all
Oh,
the
yeah.
time. That's just a given.
I saw myself in the mirror. Didn't like that, so we're not doing it
Yeah,
again.
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either.
There he is.
I have arrived.
Hey,
There we
Timbo's
go.
here.
Yo,
Brad.
Timbo.
Brad, we need to get you a better nickname.
Yeah, I guess I missed the memo on the nicknames. Damn it.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, so you guys can text some questions to this cell phone number.
Make sure you text
That-
CAC first.
Yeah, so that we figured out that you have to text CAC first for it to like send it to us. So text CAC to sign up and then text a question.
Yeah.
We'll text you back.
And yo, you get entered to win a drum skin that was actually used to record the album. Like Timbo hit it with his own sticks, like a big boy.
I beat the crap out of it.
Yeah, and it's signed.
Yeah.
So
Just abusive.
send us some questions. We'll answer them.
It's
after
great
the-
because like I've got the actual stream up on this screen, and then there's like a little bit of a delay. So I just looked over, and it's just Connor doing this with no audio with it. Good, well timed.
Good gifts.
Mr. Wade's asking, how was the show? It was incredible. It was fucking 10 of 10. One of the best nights of my life.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? Yeah, that was.
We had a light show.
Best show in the last 2 years.
You wouldn't believe it.
Easy. You wouldn't believe it.
I mean, I'm not arguing. It's accurate. All right. Well, you guys want to get into it? Do the first song here?
Yeah, I'm down here.
Yeah.
Let's do it. This is the
Yeah.
first song on our record. This is called
So
Laurel
well,
Canyon.
hold up a sec. So we figure we'll just like listen through a little bit, and then after the song's done, we'll stop and have a chit chat. So yeah, here's Laurel Canyon.
I'm gonna leave that text number up there a little bit longer. But
Yeah.
here
I
we
might
go.
text it.
nights after everything I did. Why would you waste it? Why would you waste it? You left me in the first place. Now you spit in my face. Said I never cared at all. I never cared at all. But now it's every day. And now it's everything. Well, I'm searching for solace at your place.
Turn back up.
Cause you knew every single part of me and the soul you didn't let you see. Why was it empty inside you? Cause when it all was said and done, I thought that you could be the one. I'm sure that I've been more than I can chew. Well, I'm searching for solace at your place in August. Spend my nights in life all alone. I see you've been calling. There's so much you're asking, keep me till the remote. I'm searching for solace at your place in August. I say yes, darkness is the soul that there is inside me. Well, I'm searching for solace at your place in August. Well, I'm searching for solace.
All right. So
That's
You
a
guys
song
do that
right
okay?
there.
I have to ask, how did that sound to everybody out there? Because to me, that didn't sound very good. It's very scratchy. Maybe
Yeah,
it's my
that sounded
headphones.
kind of funny.
How it sound? We need to know.
I'm gonna multitask this too. While you guys kind of talk about that, I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to remix a screen share.
Yeah. So
Tell
that
Caleb you
is
got some
Yanni
mixed
Canny.
notes.
Okay, yeah.
Call Caleb. We got mixed notes.
So Laurel Canyon. This was actually like the first song that we started writing for this album. I think we were in New York. What was it? Rochester, boys? Were we in Rochester? Yeah, we were staying with our manager Eric at the time. Great dude. Shout out Eric if you're watching. And we went to this, I think it was like a famous guitar shop. Cannot remember the name of it. Nick probably remembers the name of it. But they had like Neil Young's touring amp. Do you guys remember that? It was like a Marshall stack.
Ooh, I
It's like
remember
22
that. Yeah.
feet high. It was insane. And I was just like walking around through the aisles and I see this acoustic guitar. And the brand on the headstock is Laurel Canyon. And I pick it up and I start playing. I'm like playing around with this riff. And as I'm playing this riff, like as I'm coming out with it, Brad walks up with his phone and he's taking a video of me. So there's literally somewhere on my phone, there's a video of that riff being born. And then it took many, many forms after that before it became like a final song. But
Yo, would you guys be interested in seeing that video if we can find it? The birth of Yanni Canny.
Brad literally has it right there. He's already like fucking.
He's got it. Wow.
No, I don't have it yet.
Okay, I was gonna say that was quick. I could find it quick.
To scroll back, it was House of Guitars in Rochester.
House of Guitars. If you're ever in Rochester, first eat a garbage plate. No questions asked. Just order yourself a garbage plate.
Have you guys been okay? I'm totally throwing that one out there. But has anybody else just been craving like tour food lately?
I eat like I'm on tour every day.
I mean, like the cultural
Luke
shit.
never
You know,
stopped.
I want like an In-N-Out burger. I want a garbage plate, like those kind of things. Like you just get that craving out of nowhere. Nothing up here satisfies it, and it sucks.
Yeah, I feel that.
Nice. Yeah, but yo, this song is really funny because Connor wrote it about me and my relationship.
Yeah, I kind of started writing. I like started the first line. It was about some personal shit for Luke. I won't go into detail, but yeah, it was kind of more or less like kickstart his creative process, and it worked. And he like kind of took off. He kind of took off with the song, and then later on, I may or may not have gotten in trouble from later girlfriends about that. Anyways,
said people.
Yeah, never mind about that. But yeah, Laurel Canyon really, I think, showcases a little bit of everything that's on the record.
No, I totally agree with you. It's got like some of the really like catchy melodies and some of like the heavier tunes in there too.
Yeah, I find like quite often we'll do like a simpler chorus, a simpler styled chorus, and really work on the verses more so. And Laurel Canyon does just that. It's got like the screamo part at the end, the turnaround. Yeah, it's just catchy. And the tambos make it all happen for me.
These first like 3 songs, these first 4 songs are just like tempo crazy. All right, let's go to the next one, fellas. You guys ready to listen to Collapse?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay, wait. So I'm reading the comments, and apparently it does sound like shit to everybody. So
Yeah.
Someone said it could be worse.
I've tried a few things. We're gonna see if this is better.
yeah, just bear that in mind, everybody.
This is exactly what the record sounds like. I promise you.
Also, we got a dude tuning from Nebraska.
Okay, everybody mute yourselves.
This is everything I have in my heart. And if you're asking what's inside my head, I'm afraid it's too late for that. Tell my mama that I'm sorry 'cause I'm not your kid. It's not the first time that I chose the wrong thing instead. I give it all to fires, I will stand tall. Breathe in the smoke till both my lungs are burned raw. It's always me in the end. Why is it always me in the end? Yeah, you know I tried materializing what I need. But I hit all the innocent from ropes me. I was left with nothing but a dream. Tell my mama that I'm sorry 'cause I'm not your kid. It's not the first time I was told that I didn't think her skin. I give it all to fires, I will stand tall. Breathe in the smoke till both my lungs are burned raw. It's always me in the end. Why is it always me in the end? I give it all to fires, I will stand tall. Breathe in the smoke till both my lungs are burned raw. It's always me in the end. Why is it always me in the end? I give it all, in fires I will stand tall. Breathe in the smoke till both my lungs are burned raw. It's always me in the end. It's always me in the end.
Nice. That's the song right there.
Well, it sounded a
That's
little better that time.
June. Like I
Nice.
said, I'm trying different things every time. We're gonna figure out what works the best by the time we hit friends and family.
Nice. So that song's pretty fun. That one was thrown together actually pretty quickly. I remember
Somebody said, Jim said, stream sounds exactly like the vinyl. Oof.
funny joke.
Burn.
Yeah. But yeah, Collapse, man. No, like this song, I remember I wrote this one really quickly. Kind of just came together. It was I remember writing that intro. I thought it had a good groove, and for the verses, I was just doing, simple chord stuff. But for the lyrical content of this song, I really wanted to lay down bare that I got some things that I got to work on. There's the main line of this pre-chorus, like, tell my mama that I'm sorry because I'm high again. That one's self-explanatory. But with all that comes to, like, ahead to the chorus where it's, I kind of pictured it like a burning building. It's through the biggest fires, I'm going to stand tall. It's the why is it always me in the end isn't necessarily intended to be negative, but it's almost to be like, why is it always me who's persevering, or why is it always me in the end when, there could be some support in a way. Nice. That's Collapse. And then also the military ending. That was really cool.
Yeah, we all got to play drums on this record.
Yeah. That was a collaborative effort. Tim, we had in the middle of the room playing the nice marching snare. And then everybody else, we all had big drums, and we were taking shoes, drumsticks, whatever we could to make the biggest like kick. And yeah,
I still remember watching Quinn like run in and like kick a shoe, grab it, and in time swing and hit a drum.
Yeah.
There was moments on that process that were just ridiculous, but in like the best way.
AJ says, loving the new album, guys. Yo, much love to you, bro.
And Jib says, sick as hell.
Nice. You guys want to hear Tailspin now? Let's rip it. See what that's going on. Yippers. Wait, pause it.
You're the one who told me to play it.
I know I'm the one that said to play it, but I'm just letting everybody know. The reason why it's called Tailspin is because the beginning of this song, it sounds like a helicopter coming down, like it's doing a tailspin. All right, play it now. Nice.
The reason I get fucked up is the season. Just leave me busted, leave me bleeding. My tormentors I've seen it, but what's it needed? Some highway signs lead to a better life inside my mind. I think it's time that I let you know I'm spiraling out of control. It hurts me now more than it did before. I'm wearing thin, I can't take much more. I pull the shoot if I can find the cord, but I'm falling fast and I know for sure I'll never get back what I'm looking for. No, I'll never get back what I'm looking for. I'm overthinking anything and everything. My ship is sinking. I hold my breath before I drown again. I know this feeling. Can't shake my fear of the pain of healing. It's been a year since I'm believing. I think it's time that I let you know I'm spiraling out of control. It hurts me now more than it did before. I'm wearing thin, I can't take much more. I pull the shoot if I can find the cord, but I'm falling fast and I know for sure I'll never get back what I'm looking for. No, I'll never get back what I'm looking for. I think it's time I let you know I'm spiraling out of control. It hurts me now more than before. I'm wearing thin, I can't take much more. I pull the shoot if I can find the cord, but I'm falling fast and I know for sure I'll never get back what I'm looking for. No, I'll never get back what I'm looking for.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I love that one.
I love that song.
I like that one. That's Tailspin.
Okay, too.
Yo, that's one of those songs where the title, I think, actually influenced the musical decisions. Because like Luke was
It
saying,
really did.
yeah, like for lots of songs, we have demo funny names, and then we end up picking something final. But Tailspin has been Tailspin since the very start, right? And I remember like getting the drums together for the demo. I wanted to try and create a drum beat that, you know, like Luke said, sounded like a helicopter going down, right? So something that was chaotic and kind of scrambled and off kilter. And so you can hear it in the guitar, like so I tried to match the drums to that in a way that made it seem like chaotic, right? And like I was thinking Tailspin, like a helicopter going down. You know?
Can you do that again just so I can put it out there with the full flight video to it?
I can. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the vibe.
No, that song was one though that I think like we all agreed it was going to be the first single, but I don't think any of us that's the favorite song off the record. It was just one of those ones that we all felt like it fit really well transitioning, and it was a really good song. But like we all like other songs better.
Yeah, I mean, like Tailspin is one of my favorites, but I think like mainly I didn't want to like lead off the album with our best song, you know. I wanted to like lead off with the right song, and I felt like Tailspin was just the right foot to come out of the gate on after 2 years. It was just
like the first thing after 2 years is just that.
Yeah, it's not a complicated song. It's not trying to do too much. It's literally just it's like a vibe, like a feeling, and it just like gives and takes energy. It's just it was just like to me the perfect opening.
Getting to use that as the lead-off single, but also how we took that same concept and put it into the music video, where the music video was nothing that was like, you know, to take one of Brad's quotes, but reinvent the wheel. It was a straight up pop punk video. It's us playing in a circle at its basics. And then obviously we added, you know, the flair to it with the money and the booze and the cigarettes and the poker chips. And just, we made it more than just a video. Like we gave it a bit of a story and helped tie that into the artwork that nobody has commented on yet. I'm really impressed with that. That video is the basis of what the album art was. And nobody really tied those two together, and that's really cool still that everybody likes them.
Yeah, like we had the poker chips and all the money, the booze, the cigarettes. We spent like $150 on cigarettes and threw them all on the ground. It was crazy.
The cigarette budget for this record was incredible.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We spent $100 on fake money.
Yeah, that too.
That actually is true. That's the worst.
Oh,
part.
yo, Nick,
just used real money.
Yo, Nick, do we got any questions coming in?
Yeah, we've it's been building. This is great.
All right,
let's have a couple.
I'm gonna do this in kind of like a weird order because some of these questions are for like later songs on the record. So I'm just gonna pull the ones that kind of tie into shit right now. The first one being, "Hey guys, Tailspin's my favorite song from the album so far. I know songs can have different meanings to different people, but to me it really speaks to difficulties of living where it's cold and dark for months at a time. Song is a banger."
Oh, yo.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually sick because, I mean, that's not technically how I intended it, but really that does, like for me especially, that does play into my mood, I find, or like my general psyche is like, if the sun is not out, like I'm just not in a great headspace. And when it's winter for as long as it is, it's just easy to be a downer, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, dude. I mean, I'm working inside right now. Like, I don't see the sun at all. I go to work and it's dark, and I leave and it's dark, and it's not good for you.
Especially over the pandemic, when you're all of a sudden like stuck at home. If you have any sort of vice or something that you're trying to like stay away from, it's like smoking cigarettes, for example. Like if you leave your smokes at home or whatever, and you're out all day, it's easier to not than if you're just sitting there. So I find it's like I wrote it about like that the time you realize you have a problem, but it's like internal, you know what I mean? You haven't like really grasped or told anybody or talked about it, because once you talk about it, then it's like becomes real.
And it's real.
So it's like a lot of the time it's just easier to silently struggle in your head, but at what cost?
Yeah. Another one, and dude, this one's coming from St. Paul, Minnesota, which is dope. Is there a certain thought process in the way the songs are ordered, or is it just random?
It's so specific that we fought over it for like a month.
Yeah.
We're still fighting over it.
Yeah.
The record's out, and we're still picking apart these meticulous little details about it.
Yeah, like we spent a long time deciding the order of the songs and like what would lead you musically into the next feeling. Because if you listen to these songs like one by one, they're all very different. But I think we were very careful about choosing what plays into what, so it sort of prepares you for what's to come. It's not like so out of the blue, or at least we hope.
Like there was obviously Collapse into Tailspin was written so those two went back to back. Where the last kick of that, the military drums, is the start of Tailspin. But then, it's where we put Loving Cup into Loyalty. Like those two songs are very dramatic next to each other, but they help round each other out so well. And Loyalty helps end the A side of the record on the vinyl so well.
Yeah, and that's the thing that we also chose too. Like bands got to split up the record right into a side A and B, and we wanted Undone to be the first song. When you flip the vinyl over, it's almost like a new record because it comes in like kind of fades in, right? So we really wanted to think about the entire listening experience when it comes to like these 11 songs, however minute the detail might be.
Hell yeah. Do you guys want to get back into another one?
Yeah, let's do it. What do we got next? Steady Pensive.
Yes, sir.
This one's my favorite.
I learned
All right, boys.
I learned what pensive meant, and I was like, yeah.
Yep.
Be patient. I swear it's worth your time. I'm craving a little piece of mind. Sometimes all that I want is to fly. I'm reaching up to force the sky. So can you sense it? I'm steady pensive. 100% every reflection. It's over now. When I fall down, just leave me face it. It's all good now. Feeling comfort in my space, nobody to disgrace. 'Cause I'm safe and sound. With the haze around, I've been so far down. My heart's on the ground, frustrated. But the flame my ears burn safe. Learning that what I hear is not really what they mean. I'm struggling, it's troubling. That I haven't been better since I can't even remember. It's over now. When I fall down, just leave me face it. It's all good now. Feeling comfort in my space, nobody to disgrace. 'Cause I'm safe and sound. With the haze around, I've been so far down. Now it's on the ground. It's on the ground. It's over now. When I fall down, just leave me face it. It's all good now. Feeling comfort in my space, nobody to disgrace. 'Cause I'm safe and sound. With the haze around, I've been so far down. Now it's on the ground.
Nice.
Damn. You know what? That solo is so much fun to play.
That's my favorite on the album.
There's a comment that came in, like, honestly, the timing could not have been more perfect from AJ Fredrickson. Says drums on Steady Pensive are like what? Yeah, chef's kiss. And there's a fill towards the end that just sends it over the top, and it's so good. And as soon as I read that, the fill came in, and I was like,
You know it.
That's right,
the one.
AJ.
I know
Got
that
it,
feels.
buddy.
Yeah, that feels sick.
My dude.
With the tambourine behind it.
On the 16s, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, okay, so let me
to play some guitar there.
Luke, you definitely just hit that craving, didn't you?
Man, the craving. Hey, the craving at the beginning of the song fucking kills me every time. Because that shit's so hard to sing.
Well, do you remember?
Barely
Do you
hit
remember
it.
how that melody line came to be? That was my guitar lead. I was like writing guitar leads,
Yeah.
and you're like, "Nah, that's finna be my vocal line." I was like, "I don't know if you can do that," and you did it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's fucked.
I love the way that your voice hits that though. Honestly, like that is just magic for me.
Oh, okay, good. But yeah,
I think
this song is a point Connor said earlier where it's just like, you know, if you talk about it, it becomes real. Well, I think that's kind of like this, the whole song about Steady Pensive is, you know, the meaning of pensive is to like think really hard on something, you know, it's to
mull
Yeah.
something over.
yeah, to mull something over. And like this whole song is really me mulling it over about my own life. It's like I often find myself surrounding myself in the haze, you know, isolating myself from other people, just assuming everything's going to be all good if I just keep doing what I'm doing. But, you know, that's the point of that pre-chorus, you know, it's like, can you sense it? I'm steady pensive, caught in perceptive reflection. It's like, it's almost like I'm caught in looking at my actions instead of actually fixing them. So it's like, to be steady pensive isn't necessarily a good thing, but it can be the fire that starts you towards a better path. Nice. Good job, me. Hey,
Well
Hey.
said. Yeah.
I did that.
I want to say how proud I am that you just like can remember those lyrics and pull it right then and there so well. That was awesome.
I wrote them.
Yes, but we all know you, and you forget the last text message you sent sometimes.
It's
So,
true.
Steady pen.
Nice.
anybody want to add to that? There's another call out there, fucking for goosebumps, man. Talking about those drums, Tim.
AJ, you're my dude. Love you.
I just like how I say thanks. I can't comment. Just say it.
What
Fuck
do?
it.
What do?
I commented for you today. Don't worry.
Thanks, Connor.
All right. Well, let's
Let's-
just move on to the next one.
Let's see where your
Wait.
loyalties lie.
Oh shit! No, isn't it Loving Cup?
No, it
next?
is Loving Cup. See, this is what I mean. You remember the lyrics, you don't remember the record.
I don't wanna
I want loyalty to come next.
Mute yourself.
I'll hit you back with a drink from my loving cup. From my loving cup. From my loving cup. Don't be the next straw on my broken back. Condescend till the end. Hey, what's up with that? Hey, what's up with that? Hey, what's up with that? You can see me now, 'cause I've been around. I was always lost and you were always found. I bet it tastes so sweet, so bittersweet to never sleep between the sheets. I know, but that's the way it goes. Yeah. People die every day. What's it different when it's someone you know? People die every day. What's it different when it's someone you know? Face down on the floor again in a crowded room. A friend of a friend. When I woke up alone, I was drunk, I was stoned. I could find a way out, to find a way home. So fly away from it all. don't try to call. My head has been pinned to the wall. I feel the weight on me. Do you feel it too? I see the gray on lane, but I hope one day I'll see it blue. People die every day. Why's it different when it's someone you know? People die every day. Why's it different when it's someone you know? Face down on the floor again in a crowded room. A friend of a friend. When I woke up alone, I was struck, I was stoned. Had to find a way out, had to find a way out. Sometimes I think I'm being too hard on myself, but I made it out of the drugs and the fails. I'm trying to rebuild what can't be rebuilt. I've got to sit through the sand and the steps. I don't want a handout, I just need a hand up. I'll hit you back with a drink from my loving cup. Face down on the floor again in a crowded room. And a friend of a friend. When I woke up alone, I was struck, I was stoned. Had to find a way out, had to find a way out. Sometimes I think I'm being too hard on myself, but I made it out of the drugs and the fail. I'm trying to rebuild what can't be rebuilt. I've got to sit through the sand and the sand.
Oh,
Whoop,
the
whoop.
shotgun click. Yeah. That's my favorite song. I always wish
Is
Wash
Tim
put-
frozen for everyone else too?
Yeah,
Tim's-
he's fro.
Tim
He
froze
frozen.
at the best possible
He froze
spot.
in a
I
really
love
good
it. There
spot.
we
Oh,
go.
there.
That was
He back.
awesome.
He back. All right.
Boys, we need to
Yeah,
talk
that's my-
about the whoop
That's
whoop.
my favorite song.
Yeah, we got to talk about the whoop whoop.
We need to talk about the whoop whoop.
All right, everybody, gather
Clown
around.
Posse.
We're all secret Insane Clown Posse fans. I drink Fago in the booth.
Fego is
The
thanked
booth.
in the record. In the liner notes of the record, we thanked Fego.
You're darn right. And here's the thing: our song "Loving Cup" had a whoop whoop, but we took it out.
Right in the bridge.
It was the
Yeah,
perfect
right in the
spot.
bridge.
In that big part
It was-
before it goes
Right
It was
as
back
it
to
supposed
the
goes to the
chorus.
last chorus.
It was supposed to go
Right.
whoop whoop, face down on the
down.
floor.
Oh,
yeah,
that, it was so sick, but it was kiboshed. So we'll have to just do it live.
I got to bring this
Be a
one
live
back
thing.
up again because that's our manager Cam just chiming in.
Yeah, you know what? I would have made it a single too. It's my baby.
it's a
We praying
good
for
song.
Fego.
It's my baby.
Well, since it's your baby, you want to talk about it, Docs?
Yeah, sure.
Nice.
It was kind of like the black sheep of all of our demos. Like, we weren't really sure if it was too strange. Like just the chord progressions and everything are different, and like I don't know. We thought about it a lot, but this song kind of holds a lot of meaning for Luke and I. Like, well, because everyone knows Luke and I are best friends. Like we grew up as best friends. We've been hanging out a long time. And like some of the people we used to hang out with, like they aren't around anymore. You know, like kids get into things that they sometimes shouldn't, and a lot of them don't make it out. So the song kind of touches on a bunch of subjects like to do with us growing up and like learning, you know. And you know what? We both sing in the chorus of this one. I don't know if you can hear it, but we both.
I don't know
really
if you-
give it-
I don't know if you guys can notice it throughout this entire record, but Connor and I sing together on mostly all of these songs for the choruses.
A lot of the choruses, yeah, especially "Loving Cup" though, and I think that in the mix, like my vocal is quite a bit higher.
Your voice
than
is just
usual.
a touch higher than mine. You can hear you over me.
Yeah, and I think like that day when we recorded that, I was just, you know, like it's my song. Like I feel it deeply. So I was like singing it really like from my core. And like I'm glad, like I can hear it in the song. Like I'm glad that we did it that way. I hope that it feels that way to y'all too.
I'm bringing
you
this.
know, like sorry, go ahead, Nick.
I'm just bringing this up real quick.
Yeah.
Hard no.
First, I learned I can put comments up now, and game's over for all of you. Just
Cam is
whatever's
steering-
coming up in the
steering
chat.
This whole ship, like
Yeah.
he steered the whole ship.
Yeah.
Don't be fooled.
Uh,
Where was I? I was gonna say,
Good song.
Good tune.
yeah, okay. I was gonna say like the second half of the chorus where it comes in, like sometimes I think I'm being too hard on myself, but I made it out of the drugs and the filth. Like, you know, anyone who's like dealt with addiction or even just like a bad situation that you've finally made it out of, like it doesn't just go away. It stays with you for a long time, and like hopefully you learn from it. And hopefully you make it out in one piece. Yeah, and Luke and I are lucky enough to like still be best friends and like doing our thing, traveling the world, writing music.
And alive.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
I like that.
There was one thing I wanted to touch on with that is I think that song has more production on it, and I might be wrong. You guys probably are going to come in and like correct me, but there might be more like post production on that song than almost anything else on the record.
I wouldn't say
The only two that would be in competition would be Vacant Sentiment and Wasted.
Yeah, I think Wasted probably takes the cake there, but I know what you mean, Nick. I don't think it's post production. I think it's literal like production. Like we had the 12 string out doing stuff. Like we did a lot of cool.
Well, I'm thinking 12 string. We got the shakers. There's
got
the Vibra Slap.
Yeah.
There's a PBR can getting open in that one. There's a shotgun click at the end of that song.
We have
there's a lot of extra
cymbal
stuff in
swells.
there.
Yeah.
I got to do this on the record.
Well, yeah, because since that one was like so close to me, I really focused on making sure every part of it was like as good as it could be. And I'm so happy with how the song turned out. We literally rewrote half the demo on the way to the studio the day we recorded it. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
I was stressing.
I'm saving this.
I was like, I'm stressing the fuck out about this part, and like on the way over, we literally like rewrote the whole order of the song, and then we just showed up like 20 minutes later and started recording it, and like
Wow.
good choices.
Yeah.
That was a time.
Well, Luke,
Yeah.
you want to try your segue this time, and maybe it'll work better.
Oh, now let's see where your loyalties lie.
Nice.
Nailed it.
I wanna know where your loyalties lie. I've been alone for most of my life. We'll never look back. I'll leave it all. I know where my heart's at. Turn it on. Turn the lights off and I stand back. Smoke a cigarette. I'm fucking sick of it. See the metal light on the ceiling. Wake me up when I stop breathing. Wake me up when I stop breathing. It feels like I've been hanging on. I swear I'm just a shell of my former myself. With perseverance, I will let this down. But can you tell that I'm not doing well? Doing well. Turn the lights off and I stand back. Smoke a cigarette, I'm fucking cigarette. See the moonlight on the ceiling. Wake me up when I stop breathing. Wake me up when I stop. Turn the lights off and I stand back. Smoke a cigarette, I'm fucking cigarette. See the moonlight on the ceiling. Wake me up when I stop breathing. Wake me up when I stop breathing. Wake me up when I...
Oh! Oh, fuck.
Great,
You know,
great
that-
big shower, Tim.
That might be my favorite song. I don't even know. I never know. They change on me.
That
Luke,
one's still
Luke,
up
you're
there
muted.
for me.
This song stemmed my favorite Instagram post of all time revolving around this record. So,
You talking about smoking a cigarette?
a fucking cigarette. Someone posted the lyrics to this song, and it was like,
Oh my
turn the
God.
lights off, and I sit back, smoke a cigarette. A fucking cigarette.
Just to clarify, that lyric is
Smoke a cigarette. I'm fucking sick of it.
Yeah.
But I kind of like that. It's like it's like Thompson and Thompson, to be precise. I don't know if anyone would ever get that reference, but it's like a fucking cigarette.
Smoke a cigarette. A fucking cigarette.
I mean, it works. Right? It works really well. That is no.
I'm gonna say that live now.
Okay,
That,
so loyalty.
yeah.
Loyalty. What do we have to say about loyalty? Okay,
That
loyalty.
song's a fucking heater.
Man,
Straight
Do
up.
you guys remember though, like when we were putting this album together, we were certain that this song was too heavy for us and that it would be like way out there. And we couldn't be more wrong. Like from the feedback I've been getting, like it seems to be one of people's favorite songs. Even like people at the label and shit, which is dope. So
Yeah,
like
the
maybe we're
business
just a
end of
hardcore
people
band
into it.
now.
Maybe we're just heavy.
There's this comment that just came in. Now it's for you, Dawkins.
I
Oh,
don't
the
know if it's
trills.
our little
Your little
flutters on
trills.
Oh yeah. Thank you. That I had a lot of fun with that little solo because it originally wasn't even in the song, and then I think during pre-production with Quinn, he was like, "Oh, you guys have this dope ass musical break, like the bridge. Why don't we throw a guitar solo?" So he was like, "Connor," he calls me Honey Hands. He's like, "Honey Hands, go home and write a little solo." So I went home that night and like ripped that solo, and I think I did like 2 or 3 takes or something, and then like I almost just one take that version right off the bat, and I was like, "Wow, that was so sick." And I was trying to replicate it, and like I couldn't replicate it, but I was like, "Okay, it was too sick. I have to just go for it in studio," and I was able to pull it off and then do the little. I fought Quinn on where that harmony should come in. It's like, I don't know, it comes in a weird spot, but like that's just where my ear hears it. I'm so happy I fought for that.
Well, I mean,
But-
it was one of those ones too. Like, if we didn't have that solo added to it, this song would be the shortest on the record substantially, but it would be like maybe 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, it's a fun little solo. I'll have to do a well, I mean, we're gonna do playthroughs eventually for everything, but maybe I'll do like a specified playthrough on that little solo for anyone who would want to play it. It's pretty easy, like it's not very difficult.
Nice. Well, hey everybody, this concludes side
Side A.
A.
Yep.
Okay,
You
let's,
guys, before we get into side B, you guys want to hit some more of these text line questions?
I was gonna
Sure.
say let's answer some questions.
Yeah.
There's like 4 of these here that I'm just gonna bust out while we're at it.
Bust
In
them
love with
out.
the album. In love with the album, guys. I literally just found about your band 3 days ago. I was super disappointed I wasn't able to make it to the recent show in Edmonton. When's the next Edmonton date?
Okay, wait.
Oh my!
You scared me for a second there because it's like found out about you guys 3 days ago and was super disappointed. I was like, oh, like, oh.
I wanted to throw the pause in there real quick and be like, I'm super disappointed that I couldn't make it to the show.
I would say I'm disappointed you couldn't make it too, because honestly, it was such a badass show. Like we went all out, and I think it really paid off. But when will our next Edmonton show be? That's tough to say.
It's almost as hard as asking when our next show is going to be, because as of now, we still don't have an agent. We're still a DIY band on that front, and so we're trying our best to get back out on the road. Obviously, there was a disaster in BC last week, and British Columbia is kind of wiped off the map right now. That's not an option. We're not exactly going to tour just Saskatchewan and Manitoba and do 2 shows, so...
Or maybe we will. But, maybe we'll do, secret show. Don't even announce it till the night of. Ooh. That
Nick
would just
and
mean
Nora?
y'all have to keep your eyes peeled on our shit.
Follow the
saying.
boys on all social media.
Nice.
Just a quick little ripper.
Yeah. In that same one, next question talks about a tour. Do you guys think you'll ever tour with Lake Pacific? I would come to every show, no joke.
I would too. But I guess I would have to.
If we were on that tour, I would have to be there. No, 100%.
You know what? Okay, Luke and I were talking about this the other day. Like Pacific, like they can do no wrong. Those boys write some of the best new pop punk that I've heard. Like it all goes so hard. Like that's honestly a dream tour for me.
Mm-hmm.
I think we could make that happen eventually.
I mean,
because Tay, their drummer, literally filled in for Timbo once.
Yeah.
When Timbo had some family things to attend to, he literally just like came out and played our entire set, and then we never saw him again.
Well, I mean, it probably helps if we pay the guy when he fills in for us. He probably
After
come
the
back
set,
in
he
once
was
or
just.
twice.
We looked back and he was just gone. Yeah.
It's like
Now
Batman and Commissioner Gordon.
We paid him. I'm joking.
No, like those dudes are some of the most unreal musicians and like the nicest guys. We would love to make that happen.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
He came and went like the wind. Need you to make a trip down to Minnesota?
Is there a larger soda?
Get out of here.
Oh my god.
Oh god damn! No, last time Lake Pacific was West, we actually played with them too, so it's been that long.
Mm-hmm.
Man, honestly, the craziest show I've ever been to was a Lake Pacific show. Do you guys remember that?
In
At,
Blackout?
Blackout Fest
Mhm.
in Ontario. That
He
show
stopped.
went
Let me
hard.
just let it be known. Jordan Black stopped the like Pacific concert to help somebody in the crowd, unlike Travis Scott.
Yes.
Yep.
I recently saw a video where Michael Jackson stopped the concert for a bug that was on stage.
Me.
What?
Yeah, he's
Same
like,
energy.
He's like, hold
I
on,
would
there's,
do that.
hold on, there's a bug down here. Someone come get it. Don't kill it though. It was amazing. I love it.
You see, I was about to just click this for the sake of it, and it makes no sense outside of that. But we're playing it through, showing
Ooh,
off some of the artwork
man.
falling.
I love this artwork. I'm so happy that we're able to like create this landscape. So it's not just like a photograph. Like we can live in it. Ooh, what's that for sale sign doing there?
Right?
Nice.
Still trying to figure that one out.
All right. Let's
I got
see.
one more question before we go to side B. It does talk about the record too, and it's how'd you get the opportunity to work with Caleb Shomo on the album? So for those of you guys who don't know, Caleb Shomo mixed and mastered the record for its final release. We initially had it done. Quinn had sat and mixed it, and we sent it off to somebody else to master. And New Damage wanted to kind of get it remixed, and they have a belief of whoever produces the record shouldn't be the one mixing it. So they just wanted to send it off to somebody else. And fortunately, we have a relationship with Caleb Shomo, so we asked him to do it, and he fucking knocked it out of the fucking park.
Yeah, but how do we know Caleb? Where did that hook up come from?
I work for Beartooth, so I literally get the guy sushi every day, and that's the relationship there. Our manager Cam is their TM, so we've kind of had this really good back and forth. Luke, are you really hurting that bad on a phone charger right now?
Don't worry about me. Let's just keep going.
Fair enough. Well, if we die out, it's Luke's fault. But yes, Caleb Shomo crushed the fucking work on the record. Let's jump back in to side B.
Side B.
Let's see where your undone lies.
What?
No.
Oh my god. Get out of here.
No, did not nail it.
How you gonna come up out of here? Walking tall like you're so high in the stratosphere. You never come down to face all of your biggest fears. When you're alone, you just shrink up and wipe your tears. I wouldn't know, so get up, dress up, show up. It's not enough to never give up, give up, give up. But you're still waiting for a reason to feel like this was all worth it. Somehow in the end, I will be the bigger man. Taking me unless you win again. I think I speak for everyone when I say you've got nothing left. I'll try to hold it if you can take it. You let me twist it up and suck in all my statements. I think that I speak for everyone. You're undone. How you gonna walk up out of here? What got you heated was like nothing but crystal clear. You won't manipulate me, no, that's for volunteer. So what you think is so perfect is so cavalier. I'll block it out, so get up, dress up, show up. It's not enough to never give up, give up, give up. But you're still waiting for a reason to feel like this was all worth it. Somehow in the end, I will be the bigger man. Taking me unless you win again. I think I speak for everyone when I say you've got nothing left. I'll try to hold it if you can take it. You let me twist it up and suck in all my statements. I think that I speak for everyone. You're undone.
Shit gets me hype.
Nice.
Yo, that song, I just have to say, would not be that song without the genius mind of Quinn Strankowitz, our producer. I think that song is like actually a really old. The riff is possibly even older than Laurel Canyon.
It was one of like the first three that were written for the record, was it not?
Dude, I think it was maybe Luke. You're muted again, Luke. But
Just hand talking.
good try.
No, we got nothing on you, bud.
No,
He's still muted.
He's not. He's not.
That's it.
Okay.
Give up.
Yeah, and like Undone changed so many times. Like, I think the chorus originally was like the intro to the song.
Yeah.
And the verse was the chorus or something crazy. And Quinn was like, Or he's like, what the heck?
Yeah.
And I think like it might have even been the day we were recording it where he had the idea to put the woes, like that woe part in front and use that as like the intro outro. That was kind of like a spur of the moment decision, throwing those woes in there. And yeah, with the way we recorded it was we did gang vocals where all of us stood around the mic and sang. So like you could hear that it's not completely perfect because we're all just like in there giving her.
Yeah. And then when that didn't work, we hired an actual biker gang to come in and do the gang vocals.
You try singing that in key. It's hard. No. Luke's back. What's up, Luke? You're in a different spot now on my screen.
I know. It's okay. I lost my spot.
All right. It's okay.
I think even
Timbo's better dressed anyway.
I think when we were deciding on singles too for the album, like that song almost didn't make it as a single.
Dude, that song
Right.
almost didn't make it on the album.
It almost didn't make the album. Yeah.
Well, because before we really worked on it with Quinn, it was not at all what it is now, and it wasn't quite developed enough. Like I knew it had the guts to eventually work, but it just wasn't quite developed enough.
We
But-
played the old version of Undone at the Christmas release show. How did that feel, you guys?
Whoa, no, he didn't.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Yep.
That's gross.
Yep.
But yeah, like never mind not almost being a single. It was almost not even on the album. But I think I definitely didn't see it as a single. I think it was Brad that really pushed for it as a
I
single,
fought for it to
and
be a
then
single, yeah.
You
And I
you
think-
and Steph agreed from like
Yeah, I was gonna
wholeheartedly
say-
from the start. The
I was
label
gonna
wanted
say,
that to be a single.
I think all of us were kind of against it, but Brad and the label were like, no. And it was a great decision. Like, it's such a great song.
Now it's
And
our most viewed music video.
Yo, the video, Nick, can you like pull up a still of the video or just like play through the video, a little bit of the video quick without the audio?
I'm sure I can.
I'm sure you can too. That video was like the lowest budget, least planned, like just on the fly thing we've ever done. And I think it's my favorite music video because of that. Like just because it's so easygoing, like it just shows us having fun.
I want to see.
There we go.
I laugh at it every time. Like here we are standing. It's in Drumheller,
It's
which
such
is
a hype video.
which is like kind of a famous place around Alberta where we live. It's famous for like dinosaur skeletons. A lot of stuff was discovered around here. And we were in a place called the Hoodoos, which is like all these rock and sand formations.
I'm
And-
just realizing I'm wearing that exact outfit right now.
I think I almost am. I almost
Like-
am. I got the just a different
Down to the
Different-
shorts.
plaid. Okay. So we are who we are. Don't blame us. But yeah, so we just like decided to go walking around and like start doing this rap style video. There's like crowds of people gathering up above all these craters, like
Oh,
watching
yeah.
us. And we were just like doing our own thing. Like, but you got to imagine like it was almost to nothing for volume. So it's just all you hear is like our footsteps and like a little bit of the song in the background. It's just like heavy breathing and footsteps. It's
We
like,
need to get one of those things where it's just like Undone
Yeah.
without the music.
yeah, where it's just
Squeaky.
us all breathing and
Yeah.
squeaking shoes and shit.
Yeah.
Like, but man, like I had such a blast filming
Yo.
this video
You had a blast.
Okay.
I got kicked in the dick 3 times
by me.
Good.
by Dawkins.
It's literally on camera. I'm so
Yeah.
bad. I don't pay attention to what's behind me, and I keep elbowing people behind me. And I knock Nick over at one point.
Yeah,
Yo,
Like,
do you guys know that? You know that Instagram page, influencer
In the
Influencers
wild,
in the wild, yeah.
yeah.
of people doing their Instagram videos? I was almost certain we were going to end up on that because I saw people like videotaping us dancing like idiots to this low volume song in the middle of a dinosaur park.
It
that's
probably
why-
looks so dumb.
That's why we went 4 hours away from here, is because we weren't going to know anybody. So we could just embarrass ourselves as much as we wanted to.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the one comment on this video is that it makes no sense for a bunch of guys hip hop dancing to a rock song?
Yeah. But when you have haters, you have lovers too, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yo, like I remember we called the city of Drumheller beforehand to be like, yo, can we come film? Can we come film in your city? And they're like, no, you fucking can't. And we're like,
okay.
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 So we did anyways, because we're
Nice.
punks. Punk rock. But we're respectable punks. Don't worry.
All right. You guys ready?
Yeah, let's go for
Let's see where your broken glass lies.
broken glass.
I tried to let it go. The grip I had on everything I know. It's harder than you think when your mind is on the brink. Just relax and let it go. Let the operations fall. It's taking over me. satisfied with the conversation. Oh, make the moments that create a form of space. Let's take away my saving grace. Get right, I'll take it all. It's all for selfish reasons. I fuck my life up every season. It's taking over now. I never wanted to feel like this. I've been thinking about the blue trees. Oh God, nothing happens my cheeks. There's nothing under my tongue. One thing right mind before it's all through. 2 years, never gone back and facing my fears. From my nights into hallucinations. Watching life pass by with a conversation. The city crawling, morphing every season.
I love that song. I always forget how much I love that song. It's kind of like a hidden heater for me.
I don't really got much to say about that song.
Really.
It's about acid.
LSD.
Yeah. Not alkaline liquids.
No. Yeah, I think that is probably pretty obvious to most adults, but maybe not. Like sometimes you don't really quite understand what we're saying because we're screaming at the top of our lungs. But it is what you think it is.
Yes.
I know this song for like a long time was like, it's one of your best written songs in like a very like literacy way. Like if you read the lyrics, it's fucking well done. But I still remember Brad and I both like multiple times just looking at each other like, we're not actually writing a song about acid, are we?
Yes.
It used to be much more obvious that it was about acid. But this one was actually like, Luke, I think you pretty much had this whole skeleton figured out.
Yeah, I wrote this around the same time as Collapse, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I remember really liking the way it started with the small guitar riff and then built into the song that was like, it got really heavy in parts and then it came back out into that same. And the line that stuck out for me when I knew that this was like the dope song was, I fuck my life up every season. I was like, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
And like, I was fucking really stoked on this song when we first got it done. And then like, as we wrote for the rest of the album, like whatever, we must have written like 30 other demos or something. It kind of fell to the wayside until we started recording. And then once we tracked all the parts with Quinn and shit, it was like totally fresh and new in my brain again. It was like unreal sounding.
I need to go find a charger.
Okay, you go. But yeah, that one was mostly a Luke song that Luke and I collaborate on everything. He writes very nonchalantly, like he just kind of like puts it out there, and I'm more of a perfectionist where I'll go through his shit and just like tweak little things and make it all line up, square it off, which I think works really well. And Broken Glass is like a perfect example of that.
I think I spent more time on the drums for Broken Glass than I did for like all of side A.
You think so? I think I remember that.
I remember like the week, like, well, you guys were recording your guitar parts while I was at the studio or the jam space like overnight, just like figuring out drum parts. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure there was one night where like from midnight until 5 a.m, I was just hashing out like the fills and the intro and outro for Broken Glass. It was so worth it because I fucking love the drums on that song.
Yeah.
I'm a little biased, but I think they're dope.
Yeah,
Tim,
all
do
the
you-
little ticky tacks and everything.
Do you want to mention your fucking process on how you did the drums for this record?
Well,
That you pretty much just did Grown Up Guitar Hero to make an album?
oh yeah. So yeah, I would take MIDI in Logic and I would set up a big TV in front of the drum set, and then like as I was figuring out parts, I would make adjustments in the MIDI, and I would watch the MIDI drums go by while I tried to match everything note for note. Because like the way Luke and Connor write, everything has to be specifically in its proper place. No, but for real, I knew I couldn't have like one note a little bit off, so I tried to make sure that I was playing like ultimate Guitar Hero on those MIDIs, and just
And for
locking
anyone
everything in.
who thinks that makes it playing it easier, it does not.
No.
if you watch these MIDI bars go by, like anyone who records music or anything, it's just like notes on a keyboard, exactly like Guitar Hero notes coming at you. Like
just thousands of notes. Just
it's
screaming
actually
by.
it's insane. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's insane. We'll try to find some footage of it maybe and post some behind the scenes shit. I'm sure there's footage of it.
All right, let's jump into this next one here.
Wait, what's next? Wasted?
All right, guys, let's see where your wasted lies.
Well, there's a voice in my head, but it's not who I am. Some days I don't mind it, but maybe I'd be happier if I gave it up and left it all out there. You know I'm tired of getting wasted, but still I act if nothing's wrong. I play you along, I'm stuck in all my memories faded. I know you're sick of my complaining. I waste all my time inside my mind, that's life for me. It's not the darkness that I need the smoke to feel free. To sleep inside my brain and take away my pain. Sleep inside the bed I'm in, and when I wake up I won't be the same. You know I'm tired of getting wasted, but still I act if nothing's wrong. I play along, I'm smoking backwards till I'm fucked up and faded. I know you're sick of my complaining, and I'm thinking that I'm sinking, and I know that you hope that this was only temporary, but I'm buried. I will be alright, I will be alright. I will be alright, I will be alright. Don't feel like this, it's not to be alright. I will be alright. Live like I was strong, I will be alright, I will be alright.
Love that song.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's my favorite song.
This one was Luke's baby, and this one
Yeah.
caused a lot of consternation in the studio.
And constipation.
Yeah, I was
Constipation.
gonna say.
For anyone who wants like a deeper look into this, we do have a documentary. There are 5 episodes currently available, but we have like a full length cut that actually has a scene where we go really in depth, like during the recording of Wasted, on how the song was going to be, because this song, like I said, was Luke's baby, and he was kind of going for like the newer I don't want to say like rap style, but like treating the music behind the song as a beat, you know, where it doesn't really change very much, and it served the song really well. It was really dope. But when we were in studio, like you'll see in the documentary, we were just arguing about adding this one part or not, which we did end up adding, where it goes into the little minor bit in the solo and everything in the outro.
Yeah, man. No, it's just like this song was the song went through the most.
Yeah, it was emotionally.
I would say it didn't go
taxing.
through as much as Undone, but it definitely went through a change that would took Wasted from being like a 6 out of 10 song to being what it is now.
A
You know,
7.
there was actually a 7. Yeah.
It started out as a 6 out of 10. It ended as a 4 out of
That's
10.
too
I don't know
funny.
what happened, but
But yo, I remember when I was writing this song, there's lots of chord progressions that I hear in like lots of emo trap stuff that don't necessarily get used lots in pop punk. Everybody stays to like the major, 1-4-5 type stuff. But this one, it doesn't start. It actually, the ending note of the chord progression is the resolving note. So it never starts. Like each bar kind of goes into the next one, and that's what was the whole point of the way that the song was structured, and that's why we had such a fight for the middle, like the turnaround, the solo part, was that it kind of breaks away from the monotony of the same chords over and over again. But because of that, when we go into the outro, and it does change chords, the chord progression in the outro. But it only changed in the outro, in our first version. So this second version really added Connor's whole flair with the solo. We had some post-production to make it sound like you're coming out of water.
No, yeah, okay. So we literally, this is how we describe this part. So you hear that part where all the frequencies just kind of duck. The underwater swell is how we described it. That's kind of difficult to convey to like a producer, like, hey, make it sound like it goes underwater. So like there was a lot of back and forth between us and Caleb to like really get that part. And Luke literally like sent Caleb a video of him with a guitar pick and like a bucket of water and like played the song, and where he wanted it to go underwater, he like dipped the pick in and pulled it back out. And I was like, I don't know, that seems pretty crazy to send to Caleb Shobo it. And like we sent it to him, and he was like, he laughed. He's like, man, that's awesome. I love that. And he obviously nailed it. Like it sounds so sick. It literally sounds like you were to fall underwater and all your frequencies cut, and then it comes back. And if you watch the music video, right at that spot, we pour water. I pour water right on Luke's face, a giant bucket of water right on his face. It was very satisfying for me. I was up on a scissor lift.
Ooh.
I had one shot.
We literally only had one shot, and I was so scared because we had to use warm water so that the cold water didn't shock me. And oh my god, it was so cold. Yeah, but yeah, that's
all I remember in the studio from that one is Quinn being like, okay, so this song is your baby. Do you want your baby to go to college or not?
You see the resolution in the documentary of Luke going, well, I fucking want my kid to go to college, so we'll do it.
Yeah.
but I want him to go to college.
At one point, I'm pretty sure you were arguing just with yourself, like nobody else.
I do that sometimes.
Everybody was like agreeing with it, and you're like, no, we're like, it's your move, dude.
Well, it's tough. It's tough to fit 5 people's opinions into one song sometimes.
Yeah, I also put it,
especially when it's really personal.
And I also put it track number 9. Number 9 because Juice WRLD for 999, because he also has a song called Wasted. He was my favorite artist.
Oh snap! Real quick,
Praise be.
Billy Walker is in the comments.
Billy!
Yo!
Billy is our
Billy.
dude. He
What's
saved
up,
us
dude?
on tour.
Billy's our boy,
He's
Hey,
an angel.
man.
our literal
What's up, Bill?
boy. Hope you're doing well, brother.
Billy literally saved my life.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we go too far into the next one, I'm going to throw this back up there. We got 2 songs left on the record, and then we're going to be texting somebody back that they won the drum skin, but just to prove that it actually exists, we have said drum skin. I believe this is a floor tom.
How big is it, Nick?
It definitely isn't a snare or a rack.
Okay.
It's far too small to be
It looks like a floor
kick.
tom.
It's a floor tom.
Are we going to keep the duct tape on it? Is that part of the...
That's up for whoever wins it. If they want us to take it off, I will.
I feel like it's
It does make it authentic.
Yeah.
I would leave it.
But so if you guys want to win this, you got to drop a question into our text line. The number is up on the screen right now. We're going to do 2 more songs, and we're going to text somebody back that they won some shit.
And if you have not texted the text line, make sure to text all caps CAC first.
You have to sign up first. We've discovered today that you cannot just text in random. You have to like sign up with CAC. It'll text you back. Then you send them on true.
All right, guys. Let's see where your vacant sentiment.
I'm glad you cut out there.
Just being honest.
Let's see where your vacant sentiment lies.
The reason I'm calling, so you can gather up all your shit and the mess you made with it. So if you're done being cheated and universally hated, consider dropping this masquerade and accept the bed you made. Yeah, if you wanna waste my time, then fall in line. I'll never let you in. I told you to waste your breath with the vacant sentiments. We put our triumphs in writing. Nobody knew we were hiding. The truth and feeling so discontent with a love I never met. And though my lyrics were callous, I never said it with malice. I thought I felt that release of pain, but my heart still aches the same. So if you wanna waste my time, then fall in line. I'll never let you in. I told you to waste your breath on a vacant sentiment. I'm just being honest. Now I'm starting to listen, reflecting on what was written. Cause growing means that you'll make mistakes, so you'll learn along the way. I try to keep myself grounded as I hear all my surroundings, reflecting on all my past mistakes with a purpose for the praise. And though my lyrics were callous, I never said it with malice. I thought I felt that release of pain, but my heart still aches the same. So if I'm gonna waste your time, I'll fall in line. I'm sorry for my sin. I told you don't waste your breath. I told you don't waste your breath. I told you don't waste your breath. I told you don't waste your breath with the vacant sentiment.
Nice.
What a great song.
Fucking incredible song. Wonder who wrote it.
And you know what? I don't feel bad saying that because we had help writing that song.
We had lots of help writing that song.
If you guys are familiar with our previous stuff, Nothing Grows Here. We've got Chasing Ghosts. There's what else is on there that I have?
Disconnected.
Okay, generally just the whole EP. We had a lot of help from Quinn, who did Slowly Getting Better as well, and from Ty Algie, who is just kind of a friend of ours locally here, plays in some sick ass bands locally, and he's like a phenomenal writer. So we're always keen to do a song or two with him.
I remember when we first started to talk about him coming in for the record, he said, he's like, you know what? Like, I have something for you guys. Like, I have an idea for a song that I think would be perfect for Luke's voice. He was going on about my timbre.
Yeah, he likes Luke's timbre.
There is one more person that's got to be thanked on the writing of that, and that's Dan Carrier of Royal Tusk.
I was about to get to this. So Royal Tusk is a kick-ass rock band from Edmonton here locally. Quinn, who recorded the album, is the guitar player for that band. Dan is the singer, and Ty is like a good friend of all of ours. So Ty and Dan worked on that demo together for Vacant Sentiment, where pretty much like most of the guitar and vocals were already completed when they showed it to us, and then we kind of collaborated on how to build the song.
And that's where Tim came in.
There's a lot of percussion on this song that's actually super important to how the song flows and how the song works.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
There's lots of shakers, lots of tambo, and like the process of writing this song, like the boys said, Dan and Ty brought it to us kind of as a skeleton. And I remember I got to take like the first crack at the drums. And I remember just wanting to channel like my inner Trey Cool. You know, if you listen to early Green Day, like I did, a lot of it, that's like the first thing I thought of when putting the drums to this tune. So there's lots of like the kind of pushes that Trey Cool is famous for. And yeah, there's just percussion all over it. Lots of like 3/2 clave kind of stuff. It was just a lot of fun to put together.
The cool thing is like probably like on first listen, you don't notice some of the things in there, but when all the percussion is taken away, it just like the song doesn't flow as well. It's crazy how important some percussion.
Even the tambourine, like the tambourine does so much work in this song. Like I remember being on stage, I was like,
yeah.
Also, fun fact, I think it's the one song on the record that does not have any double kick.
Yep.
I approached it as like a single kick rock song.
It is.
It's like the one song on the record that we purposefully like co-wrote, other than Quinn helping us write some parts here and there. It was the only one that we collaborated on, and I think it turned out phenomenally. Because like the demo we got was just guitar and vocals. So,
do you guys remember the first day Ty came in to work on it with us?
Yes.
And he was just hammered.
Yes.
And he was having the best time.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter for him. He still performs at top tier quality. Like,
yeah.
Hearing him sing, even though he's like fully cut and he's like perfect on key, doesn't miss a note. That makes me so angry.
They don't make him like that anymore.
They really don't.
They didn't make him like that then either.
I wanted to say about this one, like I had a lot of fun writing the lead guitar for this. That was like one of the parts that wasn't in the song along with percussion. And I spent like a good few days nailing down these lead parts that honestly, like when you learn to play them, you kind of have to think of it as like one gigantically long lead part that I had a lot of fun playing, but then I wanted to start singing some of my parts live. So I was like, hey, Brad, you want to play this lead? And now it's actually really.
I spent days trying to, because you wrote it, and then I had to listen to it and figure out what was going on. Oh, I wanted to kill you a few times. No good.
It's weird, but I really think you should do a tutorial on how to play that one.
Ooh, I could, yeah.
Yeah, because like the chords for Vacant are pretty simple. They're really cool, but I could do a quick tutorial on that. But I think the lead is like a highlight on the record there. That little end bit is so cool.
There's one thing I want to ask everybody out there though. I want to see where your friends and family lie.
No,
you didn't.
Oh, man. I can't.
Tell me why I'm feeling lonely. Why they say they want the old me. My friends and family say they want to change me. I guess they don't want to see the real me. Yeah, I'm still the same man. I'm still that boy, but with a better plan. Still playing all of my songs, but some don't understand. I am an hourglass, blessed with no sand. You think yourself a really, you just talk shit. I wonder why you thought that you're a cool kid. Better get your judge and ask straight back to school, kid. It's like you never even clued in. My mind is playing tricks on me again. My Saturday is slowly being spent. I hear them demons in my head, and when I'm falling into bed, they call my name till the bitter end. You say we're on the same page. You say you're trying to fix me, yet you go behind my back and you betray me. You telling everyone you think I'm crazy. That's all I'm hearing lately. This is me now, if you like it or not. What is family for? What kind of friends you got? See the change in me, rearranging me, and you'll be left behind just the way so. You think yourself a really, you just talk shit. I wonder why you thought that you're a cool kid. Better get your judge and ask straight back to school, kid. It's like you never even clued in. My mind is playing tricks on me again. My Saturday is slowly being spent. I swear these demons in my head will move along after I'm dead. I'll walk the earth until the better ends. You don't know me at all. Slowly getting better. You can make this happen if you just put in the effort.
Damn.
Love
The
that.
end of that. The end of that song fucks so hard, if you ask me.
Yep.
I think that song.
Super
That song. One of the comments in here from you, Maximus. Yo, what's up? Such an incredible album closer. Hit us extra hard in the feels. Blah, blah, blah. I think like it feels like a very final song because like it was a final song in a lot of senses. Like it was one of the last ones we finished writing. It was the last one we started recording. So like we recorded everything else first, and then we did Friends and Family. In the mixing process, like it was the last one that was mixed. It was the last one that we like. It was consistently just like a very final song, and like
It's the last song that we're doing tonight.
Yeah, to me it really feels like as like you can just feel that it's the end. I think it just works.
You like that hourglass with no sand line? I thought I was being really clever with that one.
It's a great line.
I like it.
This song actually, I don't know if anybody knows, but Luke has a side project where he calls himself Gaffwood, and he writes like emo trap, or what would you?
I don't know, man.
He writes whatever he feels like. And this was one of his Gaffwood songs. Like it was completely like electronically done.
Yeah,
with like 808s and trap hats and all this shit, and like, but the bones of the song were still there. And he showed it to me, and I was like, dude, like this is some really deep shit. Like I think this would actually like connect with a lot of people. I think you'd probably like we have a wider fan base. Like let's get this song out there. So that's why if you look at the credits on that song,
If you look at it on Spotify, you'll see that we credited Splash Gang.
Because Luke had a loop created by Splash Gang that we kind of built off of. And like that's how that all started. It was like an electronic emo rap, trap, rap, whatever you want to call it song. And I was like, nope, let's make this a heavy banger. And we worked on it for a long time to get it where it is. And yo, I want to pat myself on the back here for this for a sec. Okay, the end of this song. This doesn't happen very often at least for me as a guitar player, where you're in the studio and you can just like play something and it's good and you can move on. It's like there's almost always like you struggle so hard to like get the perfect take. But the end of this song, like the breakdowns, I play rhythm in this song. It was like one of the last things I was recording on the album, and I was just able to like just one take it. And I did it 4 times to layer it, and I just did it like perfectly 4 times, and I was like done, like fucking guitar drop. Not really, but yeah, I was like, I felt good about that.
Hell
that
yeah,
that never happens. Yeah, that was a good one. So when I listened to the end of that, like I'm in the groove there.
Yo, what I think is cool about this tune, especially being the end of the album, is I feel like this is the direction that pop punk is headed, right? Kind of that hybrid of emo, metal, trap, pop punk, right? Like,
yeah, man,
I really like it being at the end because I feel like it's quite forward thinking. You know, it's got some nostalgic throwback in it. Like the chorus is pretty standard pop punk, but the verses and stuff, having them layered over like kind of rapish vocals and like a beat, I feel like that's where modern pop punk is heading, you know? I just think
we gonna try.
Yeah, we gonna try.
If you see any Gaffwood songs go off of my SoundCloud, just you'll know.
Yeah.
Luke's library starts disappearing, and we're just bang, bang, bang.
Yeah. One thing I remember about this one was in the second verse, in the second half of the second verse, when Luke kicks it up to the higher octave in the vocals. I think I was the one that really fought for that to be like the dominant vocal before it was like a layered harmony behind it, and I was like, no, it's got to be the high vocal. That's like the present one right there.
Yeah, because before it was like soft. It was soft the whole time, kind of.
Yeah, just like the first verse. Yeah.
Yeah. Good call. That was fucking a move.
Oh, yeah.
I love this song like through and through.
This is the only song on the record I got to play the low string on that 5-string.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
And we tuned it to like, what was it? I think it was an A. We tuned it to. It was fucking ridiculous.
It's just a simple song. Like it's just simple and fun.
All right. You guys ready?
Are we ready for what?
I want to see where your text questions lie.
Stop this. Somebody stop him.
Somebody stop this, man. How do we move?
Honestly, no, I'm throwing Luke under the bus because I'm answering his text question next.
No.
We don't text in our own questions to make it seem like we have more followers.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Honestly, I was really impressed because he used proper grammar and periods and question marks. It was really
in the hopes that you wouldn't do this.
No, that's not him. It couldn't be
that couldn't have been him.
No, that's a different guy.
It's Luke with the KE.
Actually, though, question. It's a 2-part question. What was the moment that made you say to yourself, "I'm tired of getting wasted"? And what does sobriety mean to you?
I don't know, man.
Can I say something? I think, like, for me, it's not a moment. It's not like a singular moment. I mean, I'm sure for some people it is, but like, as you start to get older, like the years just fly by, man. And sometimes, some days you wake up and you're like, what the hell am I doing? like really, you know? Like some days you just off and like you really contemplate. And I think that's more it, you know, like I'm just tired of messing around.
Yeah, man. And you know what? I said this before, but like it's not even necessarily meaning alcohol wasted. You know, I'm tired of being wasted. Like I'm wasted. Like I'm being wasted in lots of my the avenues of my life, right? Like, you know, it kind of goes so far to say that I'm tired of being put last. And, you know, even I put myself last sometimes, right? Like sometimes it's just the way she goes. And, you know, when you wake up one day and you're like, you know what, bro, maybe I'm tired of all this stuff. But you just smoked another backwood and you keep on rolling, keep on trucking, and then you start the song over again.
Yep.
But I will be all right. Nice.
Yeah.
Yo, something cool about Wasted is I remember middle of last year we were going through the mixing process for Wasted and we were listening back to it a bunch of times. And at the time I was transitioning into sobriety. And I remember texting the boys and telling them that like the lyrics resonated with me so much. And I was like, holy shit, dudes, like other people are going to hear this and it's going to encourage and inspire them to make the transition to sobriety if they want to. Right. Like I just remember I was having a day where I wanted to, you know, come out of retirement, as they say, but I heard that song and I was like, nope, fuck it. I'm going to stay on this path.
Yeah, man.
So 14 months today, boys. Woo!
Dude, congrats, dude. That's huge. I really hope.
Yeah, Wasted was a big part of it, you know, like writing the song and hearing the song back. I was like, fuck yeah, we're going to help some people.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay, sorry. I just got another text in response to that question that just goes, I have a confession. It isn't Luke. I know it's not Luke. It's okay. It was a 905 area code. I knew it wasn't Luke, but that was perfect. But there's a good point to segue in there where you're talking about how the lyrics are affecting it. What's your guys' favorite lyric on the record?
My favorite lyric.
Whoop, whoop.
It's not even on there.
Not on the record.
I think my favorite lyric would have to be, oh man. Okay, personally, like one that I wrote, like the whole back half of the Loving Cup chorus. Sift through the sand and the silt, like that shit. That's my favorite.
The alliteration.
I really like Luke's line though. I fuck my life up every season. Like that sticks with me because, like, man, straight up, when it's snowy and cold all the time, it sucks. Or like rainy. I don't like the rain. It's just depressing. Fuck my life.
I think my favorite line from the entire record is probably from Steady Pensive. Safe and sound with the haze around.
What's your favorite, eh?
One of them. I mean, I got lots of favorites, you know what I mean? Like, it's
hard to pick, yeah.
It really is. I mean, like, I fuck my life up every season is probably my favorite shit I've ever written. So, like...
Yeah, that's sick.
Man, I like slowly getting better. You can make this happen if you just put in the effort.
That's... Yeah.
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 And that was just an on-the-fly thing we added in. That was crazy.
You know what? I think the best part about this record is that there really is going to be something for everybody. No matter what type of rock music you listen to, if this type of music tickles your fancy, you're going to find something in here that you're going to like. Even if it's like...
Just a verse.
Just a verse. Even if you like the heavy parts of Broken Glass, bro. Thanks for listening. Yeah. Nice.
Sometimes all it takes is a verse.
All right, do we got more text questions?
Well, I still haven't gotten Brad's answer to that last one.
Oh, let's get it. I was gonna say, Nick, what's your answer?
Oh, Vacant Sentiment. We put our triumphs in writing. Nobody knew we were hiding the truth of feeling so discontent with the love I never met.
I wrote those first two.
That's the Luke line in
Yeah. Y'all thought I was saying Ty, but no.
Ty action. Man, Ty's a brilliant lyricist.
Yeah. No, I think that really, like, not only is it like a really dope and like well written line, I think it pushed you into a place where you weren't like comfortable writing lyrics.
I don't write songs like this.
The rest of the song was already written, but it actually got you to push yourself as a songwriter to a place you hadn't gone before, and I think that was really cool.
Yeah. I don't really write relationship songs if I can help it.
For 2 lines, Luke stepped into the unknown.
I think wait. I'm gonna have to pick 2 here. I think the first favorite one that I have, I remember really loving in Tailspin. I remember really loving the pre-chorus line. Some highway signs lead to a better life inside my mind. That just, for some reason, that was just one that was it.
That's the one line Luke put in there. That's a Luke line.
Yeah,
that's a great line.
Yeah, for some reason that one just like stuck with me. You know, like I don't know if anybody else gets this, but there's just like sometimes where I just want to burn it all down and just disappear and start new somewhere else. But
well, please don't. We need you, but I feel you.
We're coming with you. Just so
you guys gotta come. You guys gotta come.
Some highway signs lead to a better life.
I wrote that.
Yeah, you sure did, brother.
Yeah, you did.
That or the other one would be the second verse in Loyalty.
Ooh, that's with it feels like I've been hanging on.
I will live this hell, but can you tell that I'm not doing well?
Yeah,
doing well.
Okay.
All right, hold up. I have a second line that is a favorite, and it's I smoke a fucking cigarette.
Yeah.
Bring it back around.
Yo,
we should have favorite misheard lyrics.
I just thought of another lyric that I really like, and it's the first verse of Wasted. There's a voice in my head, but it's not who I am. Some days I don't mind it, but maybe I'd be happier. You know what is crazy about that line? Is that used to be the original opening line to Fool's Gold.
What?
Dude, I have a demo on my phone. We'll have to like make that into some secret thing. Like if you do a certain secret treasure hunt or something, you'd get access to this demo. Because it's like it's Fool's Gold, but with the
wasted lyrics.
What is that? What could that mean? But yeah, it has that first verse of Wasted because that was where I originally wrote that lyric, and then it just fits so well for Wasted. It's crazy. Reduce, reuse, recycle, my friend. Recycle your words.
Yeah, why write more words? Just use the old ones.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are kind of on that tangent of reusing stuff. How did we get the name Slowly Getting Better, Connor?
I thought we talked about this already, but maybe
it wasn't on,
but not on
air
beforehand. Okay, so Luke and I were hanging out in this very room where I'm sitting, and we were on my computer and we put in all the lyrics. Okay, forgive me, I don't quite remember. We either put in all the lyrics from Nothing Grows Here or all the lyrics that we had already written for the album. Like we put in a bunch of lyrics and created a word cloud where it picked out like a bunch of keywords. And from there, we were like trying to find sentences from this word cloud. And my girlfriend, Kalina, who was like sitting across the room, was just like slowly getting better. And I was like, what did you just say? And that was like before we even like knew what we were doing for the recording process. It was like literally at the beginning of when Luke and I were starting to write, and it was the first name we came up with. And I remember pitching it to you guys, and you guys didn't like it at first. Nobody really liked it except Luke and I, because it didn't really make sense. And I think like the problem I had with it, or the only problem I had with it, was I didn't want it to be perceived as like us talking about ourselves, like slowly getting better, because that's not how it was meant to be. It's kind of like if you listen to the songs and like the gist of everything, it's like growing up and learning, and like we're all slowly getting better together at like just living together, being together, you know, like the
being
world
a human,
is slowly,
being yourself.
Yeah, like, and then it took on even more meaning when the pandemic hit, because this was before the pandemic, and it's kind of morphed in my mind to like slowly getting better, like the entire world, like we're healing. Healing is painful.
Healing. The world is
healing.
Is
painful. Can't shake my fear of the pain of healing. That's a real fucking thing.
Do you guys plan on doing more heavy songs?
Yeah.
You betcha. Okay, you know what? So you remember how I was saying that we were concerned Loyalty was a little bit too heavy for this album? So amongst our 30 demos that we had prepped for this album, there were heavier songs.
Are you thinking like Empire and shit?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, there's some heavy shit out there. And like, if you guys like that shit, we like it too.
Let's put Stare at the Sun on the next record.
Oh my goodness.
No.
You guys have no idea. Okay. Anyways,
nice.
Yeah, we'll do heavy music for sure.
What else, Nico Mode?
What Canadian bands would you like to tour with the most, and what band have you enjoyed touring with the most?
I most enjoyed touring with Youth Fountain, and our fellas in Chief State.
Mhm.
The
So,
band I
settle
want
your
to-
scores.
Of course, the band I want to tour with the most, Lake Pacific.
Yeah, honestly, Youth Fountain and Lake Pacific tour would go off so hard.
With us too.
Yeah.
Rarity was really sick.
Yeah,
Love
Rarity.
Rarity.
Nickelback.
Brigade.
That's what I was waiting for.
I love Brigades. I want to tour with Brigades.
Nice.
And then there's one more that's not really a double up. Everyone asks what band you'd love to open for. Instead, what band do you want to open for you?
What band do I want to open for me?
Nickelback.
Nickelback.
Same answer.
That's funny.
Honestly, I would love to get to that point in our career that like we're headlining a tour that Nickelback is our main support.
Honestly, I would love to go on tour and then get our boy Andrew to open the tour, but do merch for us at the same time as Tone Deaf.
There you go.
Super quick, super easy. Love
Tone
your
Deaf
friends.
Tone Deaf is one of our homies from Seattle.
Literally, like this guy allowed us to ship our entire merch tour, like our tour merch, to him.
Do you remember he showed up in his car and there's like shirts coming out of the window?
Dude, I know it was like packed full.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that again.
No, we have a trailer now, a big one. Okay, we're getting off track here. We're getting off track by track. Lol.
Nice.
I don't even have a response to that. That was awful.
How many
Well,
more questions do we have?
We're nearing.
That's it for like anything that's not a double up. There's a bunch of them that were the same kind of question that we
Cool.
don't
All
need to answer
Well,
again and again and again.
We're nearing it to the 2-hour mark here, so let's
Let's
give
do
it
the
like
draw. You guys thinking that?
yeah. And if you guys have any more questions, hit them up now in the YouTube chat here. We'll address them all right now.
Oh.
And yeah, let's pick.
Was there any
Oh, no,
questions
you-
in the
no.
chat?
Yeah, like if no one else finna text, then you can just throw some more questions in the
Oh wait,
YouTube chat.
Darth says you guys like Magnolia's Park.
Magnolia Park
Yeah,
Hell
dude.
yeah.
slaps.
Oh yeah. Great,
Yeah.
great group.
They slap, yeah. Good dudes. Great band.
Friends with our friends. They're friends of friends. Nice.
I prefer Pigeon Park, but Magnolia Park is okay.
You just you
Yeah, of course you like Pigeon Park.
hangs out at Pigeon Park one time.
It's
Nice.
fine.
You putting him in a randomizer nickel mode?
Yup.
Nice. Good job.
More about that.
All right, everybody. What's your least favorite line from the record?
What?
The entirety of Laurel Canyon.
Nice.
Savage. Savage. Side A.
Yeah.
Close second, side B.
Oh God.
All right.
We still
On
we don't
Stop that.
All right. Because to prevent doxing, we're not going to put the number online. We're just going to text you back.
Read my mind. I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Think
shit.
right
Here
now.
come the questions in the chat.
oh, here come. Whoa, here they come. Because we already picked the winner, yeah. So these questions are just
For fun.
y'all just do what you will. Okay, Mr. Wade asks, you've kind of talked about it, but how does your normal writing process work? For
don't
me,
know.
there is no normal. Like honestly, it's kind of all over the place. Like my creativeness comes and goes. Sometimes I just got nothing. I got nothing that day, and like that's just the way she goes, you know.
Sometimes
It's just
Yeah.
the way she goes.
Sometimes you
That
write
is the
collapse
way.
in 20 minutes, and sometimes it takes you 6 months to write Undone. You know, you never know.
Try 4 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, usually for me, it starts with like a guitar riff or a melody hook, like a really small part of the song, and then I'll build off of the hook or whatever. Because I think like every song needs a strong hook. You need to catch the ear. Because like a lot of people, especially the way we sing, don't catch the lyrics the first time around, or the second, like it takes a while to get the lyrics. So I think it's really important to focus on the catchiest melody line possible. So like I'll just search for hooks and then like take a hook and build off of that. Luke and I are pretty good at like riffing off each other with hooks and shit.
We also steal entire things from each other.
We're also pretty good at just writing entire songs that are absolute garbage and we just throw them away immediately.
Yes.
Sometimes it's just hot trash.
And sometimes your guitar player thinks you'll bring it back one day. Jada, it's never gonna happen, Brad.
Man. No, it's coming.
Yeah, what the heck?
Don't worry. I got it. It's coming.
On a good segue from there, how many songs or demos did not make the album?
Like 17.
Yeah, probably 15 to 17.
At least.
And some of them, honestly, like I've seen a lot of bands say, like, if it wasn't good enough for this album, it's not good enough for the next. Like, I disagree. There's some dope ass shit in some of our demos that
We just only had 11 spots.
Yeah, like
we only had 10
I'm not
spots.
done with. I'm not.
Oh,
done
yeah,
with
we
those
only had
songs.
10 spots.
So, a lot of
Yeah, there were some songs that we specifically were like, all right, this song is too advanced for this album. It's got to be the next one.
Oh,
Thanks
that's
for the
so
love.
nice to read. Thanks, Mew.
Thanks for the love, Mew.
Wow. Your name is like the Pokemon.
Fave venue to play at in Canada.
Starlight.
Canada.
Let's
Starlight.
go.
Yeah.
Starlight
In
was crazy.
Canada. Yeah, like I would say.
Canada.
No, the 333 in Vancouver for sure.
No. Man, that one couldn't die fast enough.
I don't know. It had its charm for a while, but
When you play a 333 for the 9th time, it loses its luster. I ain't gonna lie.
my
You know what's
cables are
crazy
still
about that
funky.
place? Is I don't think we played on the same stage any of the times we played there.
Because
Does
they
it
kept
break?
having to rebuild it.
Yeah,
Remember you put your foot right through it once?
Right
on a
through
drill?
it.
Like
Yeah.
right down to the ground. Crazy.
that was fun.
Unreal.
Unsafe. Yeah, we could have sued. Too
I
bad it
know,
was
that-
at a legal venue.
Yeah, they were selling unlicensed PBRs.
Oh, okay, wait. What was the really sick venue in Eastern Canada? I want to say like Montreal or something. I feel like
It's
it
in
was like
Quebec.
Sherbrooke.
It's in
Or-
Quebec. Yeah, it might have been Sherbrooke.
The one where we
No.
played to nobody, but there
Yeah,
was
the
a really
one-
cool venue.
Yeah, the one where the booking agent, the promoter didn't show it all.
Yeah,
and-
Sherbrooke.
Dude, that burnt down. It's
Oh,
gone.
no.
that's
It burnt
right.
down twice.
Good.
The
Oh,
bar is
it
so
was-
nice
was
it
it-
burnt
it was
down
either-
twice.
It was
That's
Bar Le Magog
You
or
like
Bar
that,
La
Tim?
Tawny. I can't remember
It was
which.
Magog. It was
It
the
was the first
Magog
one.
one.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
the
that
Magog.
stage was
Uh, The bar's so nice it burnt down twice.
Good.
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Now that one was dope.
That was
Where
the
we-
Luke-
where we
Luke's
did-
Dad took us on tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was,
Right.
What
what
was
was
Blackout Fest venue?
Blackout Fest and the Trash Boat shows, because that was what, London Music House, London Music
No,
Hall or whatever it was.
that was in London.
Yeah, that was one of the Trash Boat shows.
Yeah, that
Right.
was the one in London. Yeah.
All right.
All
All right, you
Luke's
guys,
dad.
we're nearing the 2-hour mark here.
Let's call it right at 2 hours. So you
Yeah.
texted back the winner, Nick?
Oh, yeah.
On
They
on
already
that
texted
same
back.
note, on that same note, Connor, can you answer your text messages? That'd be great.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh shit! I won.
Somehow
You
we
fucking
always have
know.
drums games to give away. We just never get rid of
We
them
keep
somehow.
winning them ourselves.
That's funny.
Well, thank you guys so much for spending the last 2 hours with us. We've been calling all captains. This is the track by track of our new record, Slowly Getting Better. It's out streaming everywhere right now.
And don't forget to follow us all on our personals. You can follow us all by our name. You know, Luke calling all captains, Brad calling all captains, Connor calling all captains, Nick calling all captains, and Tim W Music.
W music.
Ooh,
Also, I'm going to drop our
Because
link
Tim's the
tree in
only
here as
real
well.
musician in the band.
Ooh, let's set up on that one.
I have been zinged and I love it.
Hit that link tree. Come find us on everything. Thanks so much, you guys. Take care. We'll see you next time.
Yo, thanks
Thanks,
for coming
guys.
out. Love
Thanks,
you.
everybody.
Love.
Big love.